Welcome to my stream. I'm doing the New York to New Haven route and Train Simulator 2020, and the scenario I'm doing is one of the ones by RBJets. And what are they going to say? This is me, 8821. Got all the details for next recorder. Next call will be from dispatch in Bridgeport. Radio out. Okay. Tanker pickup request from Darby. Pretends to hold at Darby Access West. Please disable ATC. I will disable the ATC because if I remember to, I do anyways, because it can be annoying. That's this thing here. It keeps popping up, it seems. So, let's see where we're going. We are here. Okay. And we are going to stop at Derby Access West. Where were we? Oh, we were here. Oh, okay. We dropped off. I see what happened. We dropped this guy off at the lumber, and now he spawned us partway down the truck. And we're going to stop here, and then we're going to back in. Back into there and get 1, 2, 3 cars, and then go down here, and then stop here, and then pick up some more cars, and drop off a bunch of cars, and then go here, and then stop, leaving New Hampshire. So, let's see what we have for brakes. Too much brakes. Take them right off for now. Well, let's put a bit of gas on. Well, this is where we stopped, Milton, at the station, so left the bell on before we leave. Should have done just a single one. Usually I think they do a 1 blast before starting up in a yard. This is downtown. Where's this place? Milford? Yeah. We could turn that off. Thank you. Do we have lights on? Let's put a light on. Okay. So we're heading down to Derby Access West, and then we have to back up, pick up some more cars. So far we've got not a big run. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars, so this is not that exciting. This is local freight runs on the eastern coast of the U.S. Whoops, going a little fast. There we go. Paying attention now. Brake holds a lot. Probably too much. 5%? We probably need less brake. Let's try less brake. I've got easy brakes. 4, that might be good. The horn on this is nice. The bell sounds kind of authentic too, with its little clunk. Oh, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. It's not bad. So, hopefully we can dump off this load, and this will be the last one, the last trip. Because I really need to have some supper. Well, it's only 4:45, but I have some filing to do, and then I want to watch some opera at 7:30, so I forget which tonight's opera is, the next one. Metropolitan Opera, for several weeks now, they've been having a opera a night, rebroadcasts of their, watch online of operas that they recorded in high definition with a bunch of different camera angles and stuff. It's quite good. They'll have there's a playbill you can read that gives you background on the opera and the composer and this particular presentation, and there's interviews beginning and end. Pretty good. It's pretty cool. If you like opera. If you don't like opera, then it's not cool. I sort of like opera. I haven't watched it in a long time. My brother used to sing opera, so I'm just getting back into it. And we've got Wagner and Puccini and Strauss and everybody. Operas I've heard of, operas I've never heard of. Oh, we're stopping at Derby Access West. Okay, let's put a little thing on there. Sure we have. Oh, I know why we have to stop, because I think we have to back into this thing. Another Y. This thing here. There'll be a thing here. Ah, those guys. That's who I'm picking up. Stop in time? We did. Because I think we just have to back up there. I'll have to take off that brake that we put on. 28 pounds of brake. Reverse, add stock to back. So I believe, yep, we are set. We are set to go. Okay, add a bit of brake. And reverse. And watch the slope. The last time we did something, there was suddenly a 2% slope in the middle. And of course, watch it because it's 15 miles an hour, but we're usually aware of that. It's the 10 mile an hour sightings that trick me. Okay, we're slowing. Clunk. Head to Bridgeport via Derby Main 4 West. Stop hold for instruction for bridge bridges outside yard at center main. Note, be sure to clear auto switch for yard access. Central main 4. Gotcha. Make sure nobody's got brakes set. Good. Everybody's moving? Everybody's moving. Oh, they do a little red light on the back. Brakes off. This is in, oh. Derby Main 4 West. Let's wait till the back end gets out of here before we get excited about going fast. And 15, we just made it 15 and it's 40, okay. Now we can hang out the window like this if you like. We can also hang out the other window. We'll hang out the window. Oh, we seem to be changing tracks. Okay. And again. Cool. We don't have much brake, do we? Let's do this much. Okay, now we get a bit of brake on. We had no brake on before. Okay, well, let's do the top view again, just like I do when I'm driving my truck. I often take this kind of view. Bunch of storage units there. We can also look at this view, and we can see where we're going. We're coming from down there, going up there. Oh, exciting for some, I guess. For me. So stop at Central Main 4 in a while. $60 it says. I think it's 60 for passenger trains. Guess it's 40 for me. Let's do a keep threatening to look up in the what the signaling is, or the use of horns in the U.S. And I keep forgetting to do it. I guess I should. Anyways. So whoever's ever watching, thank you for viewing. If you're a follower, thanks for following. Hopefully you're staying wherever you are. Oop, I lost my, get that back up there. And now I have to go back here, and now I have to go like that. Hopefully wherever you are, you're staying safe, staying healthy, staying isolated, depending on your country and the conditions there, and your own conditions, how susceptible you may or may not be. I'm an old guy, so I have to be careful. But I'm waiting for the cases are still going up here in Ontario, but not drastically. They think we may have, for most of Canada, we may have flattened the curve, and we're at a peak, and depending on the province, they think they may be going down. But that just means, it also means there's still an awful lot of people. Since we controlled it, there's still an awful lot of people who haven't had it yet, so you can't just, okay, let's go to restaurants and, ball games and lick each other's face and stuff like this. Because then there'd be and all the people who haven't got it yet will all of a sudden get it on the same day. Control it, and more testing, and hopefully vaccines. But vaccines will be a year. I don't think I can stay inside for a year avoiding this. Oh, I have to. Yes, I was supposed to stop at Central Main too, because I have to. We're going here, and we're coming into a yard, so I think we have to stop at Central Main too, because we have to back into somewhere. That's why they wanted to make sure that the ass end of the train cleared something. Whatever switch is at Central Main too, I guess. We'll see when we get there. We have for brakes. Some. Sorry, Central Main 4. Oh, I bet you that's this thing up here. It's this, after this switch, after this light. I bet you it's this switch that's an auto switch, so we have to get the back end past. Right? Am I right? That's nice. Look at the sparks. And I could hear them as it went by. I heard a little zzz, zzz. Okay. Now we're going to have to back up. Betting here. Okay. need to be added. The cut of wagons on Bridgeport East Yard 1. Okay, well, let's check the switches. We will check the switches. We will look at Bridgeport East Yard 1, which is 3, 2, 1. So I think that is 1 right there. So, oops. I've lost it. 3, 2, 1. That's 1 there. Is I think we're going there. Suppose I could have just done this to begin with. And yeah, we were going there, see? So, don't have to worry. So hopefully everybody is doing well, having a good day, staying happy, healthy, isolated. My line, stay safe, stay healthy, stay safe, stay away. We've got different levels of rules and regulations in different countries. Well, sorry, we've got different levels of requests, suggested whatever in different countries, and then different groups seem to follow them more or less, so then they've had to put laws in place in some places and not. So it is a mixed bag. Do just save here. You can hear the sort of clunk, clunk, clunk of the wheels, can you? A little bit more. Train sound. I'll get a little bit more oomph here, or we'll never get there. It says 15. We'll get to 5, and then we'll drop it a bit. Get to 5 again. We'll drop it a bit. We'll drop it a bit more. And yeah, maybe now we'll drop it. Oh. Is there another train we can hear? Why can we hear another train? Can't, no. Okay, so drop off. We're at East Yard 1. So drop off from 202,799. So this is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. To 202,799. Okay. Thanks. Okay. we go. Sometimes they don't let go. Okay, let's do another little save here. Because why not, right? Oops, almost got going too fast there. Gotta get the back end out of these crossovers first. For some reason, they don't want you to go really fast on them. Once we get the ass end around here, I think we'll be good. There we go. This one apparently worked okay to go faster on this one. We can go 30. Then we can go 40 for about like 2 car lengths, and then we go 30 again. So we're not going to bother about it. We're just going to go 30. That. Okay, so end at leaving New Hampshire Part 2. That's in the S, which is in 7.54 miles. 10 minutes. I'll show you where we are on the map here. This was New Haven, and down here at the other end is Sunnyside Yard in New York, and even farther I think is Oak Point. Let me look here. Oops, what's this one? This one is Oak Point? Oh, Pennsylvania. No, I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm not that familiar with that geography, but it basically, I think it's New York to New Haven. And possibly realistic, except for the leaning, or the Eiffel Tower. But I know there was years ago when I went to Chicago, outside of Chicago, west of Chicago, well, which is the lake is east of it, was a replica of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Interesting that an architectural mistake should become a tourist attraction. Although I believe they've spent a lot of money and research on making sure the Leaning Tower of Pisa stops leaning, it just stays like it is. Otherwise it would be the fallen down. Tower of Pisa. It's not nearly as exciting. I mean, Leaning Tower, I don't know how many photos there are of people standing there with their hand up, pretending that they're holding the tower up. Seems to be a thing to do. Okay, we can turn that off. Off, please. So I keep saying this will be my last scenario, but this really has to be my last. It's going to be, it's 5:13 here. I appreciate all the viewers, and I think I'll snip this up into little pieces and I'll put it on YouTube as 3 different scenarios, 3 different segments, albeit longer than I normally would do a segment, but that's okay. Notice the speed was creeping up there again. .38 good. 38 brings it up. 25%. Both seems drops a bit. So nice little houses down there and some low-rise office blocks. Interchange going to somewhere with cars going around it there. Not a lot of traffic on this. It's not a brand new route either. It's not as new as some of the others, so the details are a little simple, but you know, it is what it is. Oh. Up to 40. Still got a few miles to go. Just a sec, I need to check. My phone is buzzing at occasion. Oh, that program's still broken. Okay. Spotify. Sorry, I'm just checking my odds and ends here. Okay, life goes on. Check the speed. Yep, 38 is good. Sure, we're going, but we are heading under a highway. We went under a highway, we're going under the same highway again. On our way to something, through some town. There's a whole bunch of towns in the eastern seaboard. I noticed this when I went down to, ages ago, we went down to Boston. We drove, I think it was from Boston, we drove down to Woods Hole. We were driving around anyways, and it was just, it's one continuous series of towns. They just meld into one another. Like this gigantic suburb. Different than, well, Toronto, I guess. Toronto is like that. West of Toronto, Hamilton. But maybe Montreal or the island and stuff. But there's not a lot of places in Canada that have the same density as eastern seaboard of the United States. Interesting. It's interesting. Been in Canada all my life. I mean, I was born in Canada and lived in Canada. And Yes, born and lived in Ontario all my life. I've visited other provinces and other places in the world, but we're doing this in about 6 minutes. Depending on how fast we go. There's a lot of signals here, but they're not signals, they're ATC or whatever. They're these buried signals. What you have is you have up here, you have something showing, okay, so the next signal is green. That's interesting. Not sure why it does that sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't stick. Try it again. There we go. Maybe if you're next to something. That's the hanging out the window. This is hanging out the other window. I mean, you can also be in the cab like this, and you can go to other sides of the cab. You wanna. So supper. For supper, I might have chili. I made chili last night. I made a hell of a lot of chili. I could have chili and toast for supper. That'd be nice. Chili and toast to watch some more episodes from the US Netflix of episodes. Joy Tribbiani. Pretty well stuck. Oh, well, yeah, going a little faster, but you know, with this brake we've got dialed in, 38% seems pretty good. Go to the bathroom and come back, we'd still be doing this. Same speed. Come on, no hands. The life of a train driver. Not quite the same as driving a truck. An ATS, ETS2, which is something I do a lot. ATS, I've got Coast to Coast, plus Midwest Expansion, plus Sierra Nevada. And ETS2, I've got a bunch of different ones. I've got Grand Utopia map, which is a standalone French island with fantastic detail. And I got the EAA Mappa, which is Brazil and surrounding countries. Very interesting. No pro mods. So. Oh, I know why I took pro mods out, because they weren't compatible with the Black Sea. Now they are. They weren't. I'm really keen on seeing Pro Mods Canada. Oh yes, so I am going to stop after this one. So. Which is in another few minutes. Yeah, it was ETA was 1949, and now it's got the 950 because I guess I've been going not 40K. I've been going. There we go. I don't know. Not going to make it any faster. 2 minutes to go. I'd have to go a lot faster to shave that ETA down. Oh, I should do one of these things. As I sometimes forget to do that, and then I make a boo-boo and I want to go back. Can I go back to, 15 minutes ago? It's annoying. Wow, there's my end. Get down to a decent speed here. What do we got for braking? Might need to add a bit. We'll see. Like, I'd be much happier if I were at 10. Oh, and I soon will be at 10. Okay, 13 holds it. I need to just stop. Here, let's put the bell on. I think we're going to stop just nicely. Because we have to get the front end just on there. Get to 0 and then get into the orange. And that's pretty well it. Then we give it a little toot. So, and leaving a New Hampshire Part 2. Hey, hold, second pass. Up next, yard work to bridge work, and leaving you at Part 3. Oh, so I'm gonna do some yard work in here. So that will be another day. Stop it, Bell. Shut up. God. Yes. Speeding 3 times. Oh well. So, that's it for now. Thank you very much for viewing, people. Thank you for following, if you're a follower. And like I say, hopefully everybody is staying healthy, staying happy. And this too shall pass. At sometime or other. Anyways, ta-ta, my friends.